Okay. So once again, very good morning to all of you. Where is this marker? Wait. Ah, got it. Question number 10. Laplace of, ये शायद किसी ने गलती से कर दिया. Wait. Okay. So Laplace of cos at minus cos bt divided by t. Chalo, who will tell me which property we should apply? Cos at minus cos bt divided by t. Right. It is given that in denominator we are having t. Okay. We have seen so many properties last time. Right. Which property we should apply? Tell me quickly. Divisible by t or not? Right. If inside we are having division, then outside it is integral. Okay. So if inside it is division, it is your integral s to infinity f of s ds, where f of s is equal to Laplace of cos at minus cos b. Okay. Today we'll try to finish this Laplace and inverse Laplace. Okay. In Laplace, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Okay. And right, and based on that inverse Laplace, then we can do it easily. Okay. So let us try to finish that. So where f of s is Laplace of cos at minus cos bt. So therefore f of s will be Laplace of cos at, right? It is s divided by s square plus a square or not. Cos bt, it is s divided by s square plus b square. So let us put value of f of s in this integral. So this will become integral s to infinity f of s. It is s divided by s square plus a square minus s divided by s square plus b square ds. Now again you should know integration rule over here. So whenever you are applying integral over here separately, see here. Okay. I think, wait, my pen is not working properly today. I'm not able to erase it. Wait. Just give me a minute. Okay, no problem. We'll see from here if I can manage something. No. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. So it is s divided by s square plus a square minus s divided by s square plus b square. Insert this here if it happens. Okay. No. Okay. So how you can find this integral, students? See over here. In integral, I have seen you first that integration of, or let me give you that formula separately only. Okay. Now formula book. If you are having integration 1 upon x square plus a square, then it will be your 1 by a tan inverse x by a plus c that we have used so far. But if you are having integration 2x or x only, or I can say 2x dx divided by x square plus a square, right? What is the difference? Differential of denominator is in numerator, it is 2x. So it is your log mod x square plus a square plus c, right? Or even this formula is one formula derived from generalized form, that if you are having any function in denominator and its differential in numerator, then its integral is defined as log mod denominator or log mod function plus c. Okay, this you should remember. And for that also there is one thumb rule. If in numerator and denominator you are having both, you are having one variable x and you are having some power of x, right? So if power of x in numerator it is less than power of x in denominator, it is less than power of x in denominator. If power of x in numerator is less than power of x in denominator, then you have to set differentiation of denominator in numerator, and then you can use this formula. Okay, so if you remember these thumb rules, now this question will be easier for you. Okay, so here if you can see over here, power of variable in denominator is 2 and power of variable in numerator is 1. So if I add, if I try to set differential of denominator, that is 2s in numerator, but in numerator I'm having only s, so I will multiply with 2, I'll divide with 2. Okay, in the same way, sorry, I can not, I am also here multiplying with 2, so in total I'm dividing with 2 outside because it will be applicable to both. So this is your log mod s square plus a square minus log mod s square plus b square. And s square plus a square and s square plus b square are always positive, so I can remove their log. So here, because if it is square, it is going to be always positive, right? So log s square plus a square, I can remove this mod. Okay, I can write this as normal bracket, divide by s square plus b square. Our limit is from s to infinity. Now yesterday only, or in last class only, I have shown you that whenever you are going to put this infinite over here, we are going to use L'Hopital rule, right? That we have seen here also. Right? Log 1, infinite. Same here. If I put here infinite, so it is infinite by infinite form. So when I use L'Hopital, its differential is 2s. Below also 2s. 2 will get cancelled out. SS will get cancelled out. It is 1. So it is log 1 minus log s square plus a square divided by s square plus b square. Now log 1 is 0 and this minus will go into its power. So this will be your 1/2 log, and if you give minus to power, denominator and numerator will be or exchange, I can say, separated, s square plus b square by s square plus a square. Is it clear now? Right, it is your 1/2 log s square plus b square divided by s square plus a square. Any doubt in this? Please give me some response. Okay. Is it clear? Shall we move to next question? Right. Yes. Great. It is similar to our previous question only, but a new integral. Okay. Now question number 11. Okay. Laplace of integral 0 to t e to the power minus t sin t by t dt. So see over here which property we should apply over here. First you are having integral, right? Then you can see over here it is e to the power minus t also, sin t also, and divide by t also. Okay. So first let us go from inside. So it is division by t and multiplication by e to the power minus t. So in last class only I have shown you whenever you are having this both, then which you should use last, right? If it is e to the power t multiplied, then which you should use at the last? E to the power t or not? Okay, you should use e to the power t at last. So first we are going to find Laplace of sin t. Laplace of sin t from formula we can write this directly 1 divided by s square plus 1 square, which is equal to 1 divided by s square plus 1. Then sin t by t. So Laplace of sin t by t, it will give us integral s to infinity 1 upon s square plus 1 ds. So it is your tan inverse s or not? And if you put your limits s to infinity, it's tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse s. Tan inverse infinity is what? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus tan inverse s, right? This type of questions we have done already. So pi by 2 minus tan inverse s is cot inverse s. And you can again convert this cot inverse s into tan inverse 1 upon s, right? So it all depends on you, or you can convert this at end also. So this is your Laplace of sin t by t. Now you are multiplying with e to the power minus t. So you have to use first shifting property. Right. So now Laplace of e to the power minus t sin t by t. So according to first shifting property, this is your f of s. We have to change this s with s plus 1. Right. This is your minus 1. So here we have to change with s plus 1. So this is your cot inverse s plus 1. Right. And at the last, just you have to apply integration inside. So now Laplace of integral 0 to t e to the power minus t sin t by t. So when you are having integral inside, outside what you have to do? Just outside you have to divide with s, 1 by s into cot inverse s plus 1. So this can be your answer, or you can convert this cot inverse into further tan inverse. So this is your 1 by s, 1 upon tan inverse s plus 1. So these both are your answers depending on options given, and GT students can write each. So there, okay. Is it clear now? Okay. So just हम step by step गए, ठीक है? सबसे पहले हमने, right? First we found Laplace of sin t, then sin t by t, then e to the power minus t sin t by t, and finally integral 0 to t e to the power minus t sin t by t. Okay. So next. So this was our question number 11. Now let us see question number 12. Now question number 12 is similar to question number 11, but few operations are here and there. So I'll give you this question from homework only. But first see this question, that what is difference over here. Laplace of e to the power minus t integral 0 to t sin t by t dt. So it is similar to question 11, right? But first you have to apply division 1 by t formula, right? Then you have to apply this formula or this property, and then you have to apply this property at final. Okay, so this you can try from home. Now question number 13. Laplace of e to the power minus t integral 0 to t 1 minus e to the power t divided by t dt. Okay, we have to find Laplace of this. Chalo, how we can find this? Right, it is similar to our question, only instead of sign we have been given 1 minus e to the power minus t. Okay, so let us try to find that. So we'll go step by step. First we are going to find Laplace transform of 1 minus e to the power t or not. Okay, according to formula. Then we'll apply all the properties. So here Laplace of 1 minus e to the power t. So Laplace of 1 is 1 by s or not, and e to the power t, it is 1 by s minus 1 or not. Okay, because it is 1. Okay, so what is Laplace of 1 minus e to the power t divided by t? When we are dividing over here we should integrate from s to infinity 1 by s minus 1 by s minus 1 ds. Okay, so what is integral of 1 by s? Log s. Okay, it is log s minus 1. So this will be your integral s to infinity log s by, sorry, when you are doing integral, then your integral sign will be removed or not. Okay, and here your limits are s to infinity. So this will be your log s by s minus 1 with your limits s to infinity. So when you put upper limit minus lower limit, so again for log infinite by infinite, you have to use L'Hopital rule. So it will be log 1 by 1 minus 0. So log 1 is 0. Minus when you put s, it is log s by s minus 1. Okay. So now if you give its minus sign, right, so it will be a log s minus 1 by s or not. Okay. This will become log s minus 1 by s. So this is your answer till here. Laplace of 1 minus e to the power t by t. Now we have to give it integral and then apply multiply with e to the power minus t. So this is your Laplace of 1 minus e to the power t by t. So first apply here integral implies Laplace of integral 0 to t 1 minus e to the power t divided by t dt will be equal to 1 by s log s minus 1 by s. Okay. Now next, now you have to multiply this with e to the power minus t. Implies Laplace of e to the power minus t integral 0 to t 1 minus e to the power t by t dt. So by first shifting property, it is minus 1. We will change s with s plus 1. 1 by s plus 1 into log. Wait, I think. Right. Okay. So s plus 1 minus 1, it will be s and divide by s plus 1. This will be our answer. Is it clear now? Please give me some response. Right. With the same manner, you have to solve above question number 11 from home. Is it clear? Any doubts? Anyone wants repetition of this question? Okay. Good. So let us see question number 14 now. But question number 14 we'll see later. Okay. Okay. So here we have completed all the important questions of Laplace. Okay. In GATE, there are one or two more different topics that we will see later. That is Laplace transform of periodic function. So that I will show you separately. Right. This is not for GTU students. Then another thing is evaluation of improper integral. Okay, that is also only for GATE, not for GTU. Okay. And so let us start inverse Laplace transform now. Okay. Let me make a different note for inverse Laplace transform, right? That even we can write in this note only. Okay. But I think it will be better. Or let us continue in here only. Inverse Laplace transform. So like logarithm is inverse process of taking powers. Differentiation is inverse process of integration. Integration is inverse process of differentiation. Right? Subtraction, addition, they both are inverse process of each other. Multiplication, division, both are inverse process of each other. In the same manner, Laplace inverse and Laplace are both inverse process of each other. Okay. So if we'll start with this only, if Laplace of f of t is equal to capital F of s, then if Laplace will go to that side, it will become only f of t, and that Laplace will become Laplace inverse. So Laplace inverse of f of s is going to give us f of t. Okay, and this is double implies. So from here we can go to here as well, and from here we can go to here. Now, so let us start solving questions based on that. First, you can expect simple type of questions, that how you can solve them. So for that, I will give you formula for Laplace inverse with comparison of formula of Laplace only. Okay, see over here how we can do that. So let us start few questions based on this directly, and or let us leave some space for here formula for Laplace inverse. Okay, then we will see each and every property and few new properties as well. Okay, so first, right, or let us revise all formula of Laplace first. Okay, yes, this is your formula of Laplace or not? Okay, Laplace transform some elementary function. This, and finally Laplace of t to the power n. Right. These are all our formulae. Right. Now, see over here, with the help of this formula only, we are going to derive all the formulas of Laplace inverse. Right. See over here. Laplace of 1. What is Laplace of 1? It is 1 by s or not? Okay. Laplace of 1 is 1 by s. So from here, what is Laplace inverse of 1 by s? Our first formula, Laplace inverse of 1
1.
by 8 is equal to 1. Very good. Right. In the same way, Laplace of e to the power 8, it is 1 upon s minus a. So Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus a, right? And here already we have remembered this region of convergence, right? So no need to remember this now. For Laplace inverse, you don't need to remember region of convergence once again. Okay. So now Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus a, what it will give you? E to the power 80 or not? Okay, just we are applying Laplace to that side, Laplace inverse. Laplace inverse of 1 upon s plus a, it is going to give you e to the power minus 80. Right, are you getting my point? So same, now a by s square plus a square. So it may happen generally you won't get this a over here. Right, in question you'll be having like this only, Laplace inverse of 1 divided by s square plus a square. So this a will go to that side. It will become 1 upon a sine 80. Okay, same over here, Laplace inverse of s divided by s square plus a square. So this will be your cos 80. Now here Laplace inverse of, Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square minus a square, it is your 1 upon a sine hyperbolic 80, and Laplace inverse of s divided by s square minus a square, it is your cos hyperbolic 80. Okay, then this was your formula of cos hyperbolic 80 and sine hyperbolic 80. So वो आपको वापस याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं, क्योंकि वो तो ऑलरेडी आपकी हो ही गई है. ओके, चलो अब ये Laplace of t to the power n, it was n factorial by s to the power n plus 1 and gamma n plus 1 divided by s to the power n plus 1. From here, when you are writing formula for Laplace inverse of s to the power n, तो see over here exactly वो formula कैसे होगी. यहाँ पे denominator में है आपका s, you are having here s in denominator. So this formula, this conversion is important. Okay. So for here, right, our formula will be like this: Laplace inverse of 1 upon s to the power n. We are going to write this formula for this 1 upon s to the power n. So what we will get in answer? See, here t was in numerator, s was in denominator. Same thing over here, s is in denominator, so t will be in numerator. Right, we will get two types of formula, and both the cases t will be in numerator. From here n, we were going to increase power, or we were increasing power over here. From n, we were increasing power. Right, it was becoming n plus 1. So if you go reverse, you have to decrease power. So from s to the power n, you have to decrease your power, t to the power n minus 1. And similarly here, n factorial is multiplied over here, so it is going to be division. It is gamma n plus 1 is multiplied, it is going to be in division. So here n factorial will be divided and gamma n plus 1 will be also divided. Right. Factorial for which conditions we are taking factorial? For positive integers, that is real numbers. And which function, for which values we are taking gamma function? When they are not positive integers, or I can say real natural numbers. And here you can see, observe over here, for factorial and t, power of t and factorial at both the places n is same. So in t's power, if it is n minus 1, it is n minus 1. And here power of s and the gamma function, it is same, or input of gamma function. Power of s is n, so in gamma function will be having input gamma. Is it clear? So this is important, right? Students are not facing difficulty over here. However, if you don't remember this formula from here, you can derive this formula easily, right? But for here, you need to remember few things. Okay. So what are those things? Just see over here. First, your t should be always in numerator and s should be always in denominator. Okay. So let me give you note for this formula. First, t should be always in numerator and s should be always in denominator. right? Either you are applying Laplace or inverse Laplace. Is it clear now? See, s is in denominator and t is in numerator. Now, whenever you are moving from t to s, right? Whenever you're moving from t to s, that is, you are applying Laplace. Right? Whenever you're moving from t to s, right, you have to increase power by 1. From n, you have to move n plus 1 when you are moving from t to s. When you are moving from s to t, that is, right, that is nothing but your Laplace transform. And when you are moving from s to t, you have to reduce power. That is nothing but your inverse Laplace, isn't it? So in Laplace, if it is n, it is n plus 1. If it is n, it is n minus 1. Now in factorial, okay, in factorial, power of t and term of factorial both are same. Okay, when you are writing in factorial form, so power of t is will be your factorial, and for gamma, power of s will be your input of gamma function. This is your gamma function and this is your input. Okay, the power of s is your input of gamma function. Is it clear now? So right, I told you earlier only that to make any problem easier, you have to analyze it more. Okay, so let me revise you this once again, and based on that we can see problems or questions. See over here. So if you are moving from t to s or s to t, right, your first thing should be clear that t should be always in numerator. Yes, it is in numerator, and s should be in denominator. So from t to s, just you have to write first this from numerator to denominator, from denominator to numerator. Now about power, when you are moving from t to s, you have to increase power n to n plus 1. When you are moving from s to t, you have to decrease your power. So if it is n, it is n minus 1. Right? Now about factorial. So for factorial, what the power of t is nothing but your factorial. So power of t is n over here. This will be your factorial. In the same way, power of t is n minus 1. That will be your factorial. Right? And gamma. So power of s will be input of your gamma function. Okay. So here we are having power of s is n plus 1. So it is gamma n plus 1. Power of s is n. It is gamma n. Is it clear now? Please give me some response. Okay. Okay. So let us see question based on it. Okay. Now same thing, right? Same properties that we have seen so far of first shifting property, second shifting property, that we can apply over here in